These 12 peculiar symptoms could indicate a biliary insufficiency. Bile is a vital fluid produced by the gallbladder and liver. Bile is released into your stomach to aid in the breakdown and digestion of food when you eat anything that includes fat, regardless of the type. It facilitates the removal of toxins from the body and the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients. Sadly, a lot of people experience poor bile, which can raise your chance of developing gallstones. The top 12 indications of a bile deficit, the reason it occurs, and natural solutions to the issue are all covered in this video. Please remember that this video is solely intended for educational reasons. Therefore, if you have any medical concerns at all, do consult your physician. Symptom 1. Frequent constipation. Consuming fat encourages your gallbladder to release bile, which lubricates your colon and facilitates the passage of feces. On the other hand, constipation is a common symptom of low bile, which can harm the digestive tract. Symptom 2. Right shoulder pain. Bile sludge may be the source of persistent pain or tightness in the right shoulder, neck, jaw, or area directly beneath the shoulder blade. The bile thickens in this condition and begins to clog the small channels that connect your liver and gallbladder. This may apply pressure to the phrenic nerve, which ascends your right side, resulting in referred pain to the neck and back muscles on the right side. Symptom 3. Bloating and indigestion. Bile is necessary to aid in the breakdown of lipids into smaller particles for digestion after a fatty meal. But if your bile is lacking, you can discover that eating any kind of fat makes you feel extremely bloated. As we'll discuss later in the video, this is a positive sign that you need to increase your bile flow. Symptom 4. Greasy, pale, or floating stools. A classic indicator of a bile deficit is if you notice that your feces floats or is unusually pale when you go to the bathroom. This indicates that there are still some fats from your meal in your stool that haven't been fully broken down by the bile. The stool becomes lighter as a result, and occasionally it can float instead of sink, which brings me to Symptom 5. Gallstones. Thickened bile is typically the result of fatty deposits clogging your liver or gallbladder. Additionally, bile may thicken if you're on a low-fat diet because it's not being released as it should be. Over time, bile hardens and crystallizes to create gallstones, which can lead to gastrointestinal distress and nausea after meals and can necessitate highly invasive gallbladder removal surgery. Symptom 6. Abdominal pain or rib pain. Concentrated cholesterol is the main ingredient in the bile sludge that accumulates inside the gallbladder. This may cause pain on one of the ribs on your right side of the body or in the right side of your abdomen. This leads to an accumulation of pressure within the gallbladder, irritating the rib cartilage and producing excruciating discomfort. In addition, if you spend all day at a desk, the little rib hinges in your back could start to spasm. This puts additional strain on the right quadrant, which is what causes this pain. Symptom 7. Dry eyes and skin. Be advised that bile plays a crucial role in the body's absorption of fat-soluble nutrients from diet, such as vitamin A and vitamin E. However, insufficient bile might cause your body to be unable to absorb these nutrients from your diet, which can lead to dry eyes, which feel gritty, or even dry skin. Symptom 8. Night blindness. Retinol, the active form of vitamin A, is mostly found in diets high in saturated fat and animal products. Carrots only contain beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, not active vitamin A as is commonly believed. In any case, low bile can cause problems with night vision, particularly when driving, as lights may appear fuzzy or with halos around them. Enhancing your biliary flow using the techniques we'll go over later will increase your absorption of the vitamin retinol and promote healthy vision. Symptom 9. Jaundice and bruising. The skin or even the eyes may start to turn yellow if the small bile ducts get clogged with gallstones or thickened bile. Similarly, if you bruise easily, you may be deficient in vitamin K1 shortfall, perhaps as a result of improper absorption with an appropriate amount of bile. Symptom 10. Skin rash. When it comes to converting poisons and toxins in the body into safe, water-soluble particles, bile is crucial. An itchy red rash on the upper chest, back, or belly may result from toxins seeping into the skin due to a lack of bile. This is a very typical side effect for ketogenic diet participants. However, it can be avoided by taking a bile salts supplement in addition to some vitamin B. Symptom 11. Pot-shaped belly. Did you know that excessive consumption of sugary foods, vegetable oils, and alcohol can cause fatty liver disease, which affects about 1 in 3 Americans. This may result in inflammation and injury to the liver, which enlarges the belly like a pot. Furthermore, this blockage frequently prevents the bile from flowing freely. To correct this condition, you can assist your liver shed fat by taking bile as a supplement or by boosting your own natural bile flow. Therefore, it's important to know that. Symptom 12. Weakened muscles. We gradually deteriorate as we age because our bodies find it harder to cling to the proteins in our muscles and skin. One of the main causes of this is a bile deficiency, since you can't absorb vitamin E to support the proteins if you don't have enough bile. Additionally, you won't be able to absorb the fats that both men and women require, producing anti-aging hormones like growth hormone and testosterone. Why does one have a bile deficiency? You might be wondering, why am I deficient in bile in the first place? Now that you know a little something about bile and the signs of a deficit. First, a diet low in fat can thicken your bile into a sludge, which can eventually result in cholesterol stones that have formed. Dehydration is another problem. Water makes up more than 95% of bile. This means that if you're not drinking enough water or alcohol, your bile flow will be decreased. Your liver is also the source of bile, which is subsequently kept in reserve in your gallbladder. Your liver might not be able to produce and release enough bile as it should if it is inflamed or obese. Additionally, since your gallbladder concentrates and retains bile, having it removed can be problematic. If you don't have it, your bile will just stream from your liver, which may weaken it and require you to take a supplement. Bile insufficiency can also result from a choline deficit. This is a nutrient that can be found in any kind of intestine and in egg yolks. In addition to being necessary for the recycling of bile, friendly bacteria in the gut can be damaged by antibiotic use or junk food consumption. How to produce more bile if you think you may be deficient in bile? There are easy strategies to increase bile production and release from your diet. 1. After every meal, take a digestive enzyme supplement containing pure bile salts or ox bile. This supplement will assist in replenishing your bile supply, which is necessary to digest fat-containing foods and maintain the health of your gallbladder and liver. 2. Incorporate raw lemon juice and fresh ginger into your diet. You might prepare tea with ginger and lemon. You can use ginger as a supplement or add it to curries. In addition to helping to relieve nausea, ginger stimulates the flow of bile from your liver and gallbladder. But if you have diarrhea, stay away from this as it can sometimes exacerbate the condition. 3. Choose premium forms of saturated fats while consuming them. Eating meat and eggs raised on pasture, as well as cheese produced from grass-fed cows, will help you achieve this. Consuming organic veggies and other products can also help shield your liver from accumulating toxins from pesticides and other chemicals placed on conventionally farmed food. 4. Eat an abundance of bitter vegetables such as milk thistle, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, artichokes, dandelion, and turmeric. It has been demonstrated that each of these carefully chosen products enhances liver function. In order to boost bile output. 5. Sip on a liter of mineral water or more each day. Bottled water derived from volcanic sources is ideal. This helps to thin out the bile by hydrating it, which facilitates its passage via the ducts from the liver or gallbladder into the small intestine. 6. Consume fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir, kimchi, and pickles to enhance the health of your gut and microbiome. These have the ability to increase beneficial bacteria in your intestine, aiding in the recycling of bile. One of the most vital bodily fluids is bile, which is produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Malabsorption of fat-soluble nutrients, such as vitamins A, E, D, K, and 2, as well as numerous phytonutrients, may result from deficiencies in this area. In addition to producing long-term health issues and constipation, a deficiency of bile can also lead to the accumulation of fat and toxins in the liver. The most vital organ in the body, the liver, is responsible for over 500 vital processes. You may support its protection by making dietary improvements and employing home remedies to increase bile. Additionally, bile aids in the prevention of gallstones, bile sludge, and digestive issues of any kind. Thanks once more for watching another of my educational videos. I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness. Since bile is made in the liver, you may want to watch this video on the top foods to clean out your fatty liver.